Nicole?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
Here we are. We're live.
I know. There's a total of 0 people on right now. It's Sunday night. I know we're throwing a curveball. So we'll see what happens.
All right.
But right now, we're just going to sit tight.
Okay. Well. Anyways, we decided to go.
Nurse Nancy.
Nurse Nancy.
Nurse is first. Nurse is first.
Oh, Brandy.
Ms. Color Gray. What's up? Hold on. I don't know if I know Ms. Color Gray. How you doing?
Yeah. Are you
Brandy, what's up?
I haven't seen you before. Hi, Ralph.
Ralphie.
Hi, David. Well, we decided to go early or go tonight versus tomorrow night.
Because we're never early. So you better rephrase that. Yeah. There's no such thing as early in your vocabulary.
Anyways, Jamie has a work meeting tomorrow evening. So
hi, Tolly.
Instead of skipping it all together,
Tina, Amanda,
to come in a day early. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Tolly. Hi, Tina. Hi, Patty. Hi, Kelly.
Patty Ray McFall Monk. Ooh, that's a mouthful.
Hi, Beth.
Oh, Beth and Doug in Peoria. What's going on, guys?
Oh, you're close.
You are. You should have come over for this.
You could have been on too.
Could have cut out the middleman. Save yourself some gigabytes of data right there. Hello, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Oh, well, that's cool. Listen, there's about 25 people. That is so exciting. Thanks, everybody, for coming on Sunday. I hope we're not interrupting your evening with family. Oh, Nurse Nancy just watched the latest vlog before the magic. That's awesome.
Oh, great.
What's up, Desi?
Oh, thanks, Amanda.
What did Amanda say? She just says shirt.
Yeah.
Bianca, how you doing? Beth, hop, skip, and jump. Sounds good.
Yeah. Wow, there's a few people on there now. So,
all right, well, that's cool. All right, so
anyways,
thanks for coming on a Sunday. Again, like Sharon said, it is totally my fault. I got a work deal going on, and I begged Sharon, I begged her on my hands and knees to please reschedule so I would not miss going live on YouTube. She knows how much I enjoy it. So she said, okay, we'll go Sunday.
He actually does, yes. Hi, Janet. You made it.
What's up, Carol? Nice to see you. Kelly Drake.
Oh, hubby asked where's Matthew. Well,
I don't know if we can get him in here. He's
Matthew,
been pretty lame lately.
Yeah, he is on his computer, and he's actually probably watching us on his computer. Last week he told us he was watching us on his computer. But he will be here. He is doing his own vlog, which I will be posting tomorrow for his monthly giveaway.
You have to sign off for that, for an underage vlog or what?
Yeah, so he will be doing another giveaway tomorrow. So watch for that.
Good. Okay, Matthew. Oh, you got a 12-year-old. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Matthew just turned 13 in January, so right up that alley there. He's got his priorities: computer first, then family, then anything else.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Right. Oh, Desi loves your necklace.
Oh, thank you. I've had this necklace for a long time, actually.
Did you want to talk about it? Is there a story behind it?
Not really. I've had it for a long time. Oh. It wasn't really even.
I didn't get you that for Christmas or anything?
No, I actually, I've had it for a long time. Yeah.
How long?
Before I met you. I don't know.
Before you met me?
Yeah, I've had it forever. Yeah. Forever. And I just kind of found it in my jewelry box, I never wear it, so I've been wearing it lately.
Thanks, Shantae. Thanks for saying you enjoy the vlogs. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so what do we got going on tonight? What's the hot topic?
Doug loves your guitars. Yeah, Jamie does too. He doesn't play as much now as he used to, but he was really into guitars for a while.
I know.
Yeah, he was buying them like crazy, and I had to put it into it.
Well, because it gets a little loud, and Sharon's not a big fan of that. She goes, turn that noise off.
I like it, but I don't like it when the whole house is rattling.
Well, because I grew up in the 80s, and I like a little rock and roll, and,
anyways,
little distortion, and that makes things shake, and the walls pictures fall off and stuff like that.
Hi, Anne-Marie.
That's Emery. Thank you. I'm glad we were a nice surprise for you.
We are working on that Alaska vlog for you. Anne-Marie wanted us to do an Alaska one to help her with some Alaska tips.
Oh,
so we're going to put together something for her and have it and post it in the next couple of weeks. Let's see, Nurse Nancy.
Thanks, Nancy. And we'll give you a thumbs up too.
Matthew just loves the giveaways. I don't know. He just loves doing it.
Hi, Sydney. How you doing? Sydney, are you on under Marty's name, or are you guys all there?
No, there's Marty.
I know.
Oh.
This says, hi, Uncle Jamie from Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
Shantae says her 10-year-old, they're sailing 6 days on their first Royal Caribbean Liberty of Seas. That sounds cool. Oh. You're going to have to come back and tell us how that was. So we'll see you in 2 weeks, and everyone here will be counting on your feedback on that.
That's right.
So don't let them down.
Let's see.
What's up, Debbie? How you doing?
Ralph's leaving in 4 days for the horizon.
Ralph, you're showing off now. Nobody likes to show off.
Make sure you send us those pictures.
Okay. Sydney and Marty, those are our buddies that we cruise with.
We're going to be cruising with them or at least Marty anyways, in October on the Dream.
Well, Marty's daughters both go to Kansas State. They had a tough loss. Right. So I got it right. I'm pretty sure I got it right. And they had a tough loss yesterday, and so I know they're feeling that. And our condolences go out to everybody over there at the Saunders household. But I know you're excited that Kansas won today, and so you got that going for you. So congratulations.
Let's see. Who are we missing here?
Let's see. Hold on. Whoa, Beth, you're going on the breeze. That's awesome. You have to be pumped about that. Miss Color Gray, the Alaska vlog will be coming up, and you can also watch our video from when we were in Alaska. I think that's on there. And speaking of Marty and Sydney, who are on right now, you will see them in that video. So
they went to Alaska with us.
So that's cool. Let's see. Shantae's a little nervous. Don't be nervous. You're going to have a good time. And Angie, we did go to Amber Cove. We've been there twice. And we'll talk more about excursions and see if we can get into that. But Sharon, let's see what you got going on.
What do you want to know about?
Angie's talking about excursions and what to do in Amber Cove.
Well, we can talk about that really quick. First,
we had a death-defying excursion in Amber Cove, which ended in Sharon taking a four-wheeler off the road. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, that was not this cruise. That was a few cruises.
Cruises ago,
about a year and a half or so ago. Anyways, yeah, we took an outside agency. We took a ATV excursion, and
I'll say their name. Marisol Tours was the name of this place.
And I crashed my ATV. It ran off the road. I kind of flipped it, crashed it. Luckily, I was not injured.
Yes,
just a little shooken up.
We were friends. We were with our friends Marty and their family, and we all had ATVs that almost literally had no brakes on them. Yeah, and it was it's a wonder that any of us got back on the ship alive.
Anyway, so then after this happened, we were kind of all stranded. So the tour guide gave me his ATV then to ride the rest of the way back, and he rode on this little motorcycle with the other guy. Yeah. So, anyways,
it was pretty crazy.
That's an interesting story.
Yes, we'll have to get into it deeper at some point, but
there is ATV rides, but you can take them. Those I would suggest in Amber Cove, you take those through the cruise line only because of that particular instance, and I don't know of any other tour companies there that do ATVs.
Yes.
So
safety first. We did our research, and everything looks like that company was good. And I mean, I haven't heard anything really bad about them. They just had some rundown older ATVs with horrible brakes. But we said, "What the heck?" And we got on them and we fired them up and went rolling.
Yeah, Marty remembers that. So let's see. This time we actually took a cruise through the cruise line. It was
We took a cruise through the cruise line?
Yeah,
we took an excursion through the cruise line.
Excursion. Since my mother and sister went with us, my mother kind of saw this one that she thought she would enjoy through Carnival. So we went on that because of her. She wanted to go on it. And it turned out to be really a nice tour. It was called Outback Adventures. You may have seen it on Carnival's website. It's got the big Jeeps, and it says Outback Adventures on the side. We had a full day, six hour, I think, tour.
Oh, yeah, it was a long tour.
They took us all over the island. We visited a school, and just all different kinds of
different places. And I really liked that on the back of the
lunch was amazing. They took us to this place and gave us this barbecue lunch. It was really, really good.
Yes.
It included the drinks, the food, and then at the end they took us to this really cool beach. The name of it, I kind of lost track of the name. Anyways, there were some big waves, and
it was they took us for boogie boarding. Yeah, so Matthew got involved in that, and he had a good time. Boarding,
and that was really fun too. We stayed.
And they had a cooler with a ton of beer and rum, and they were handing that out like it was going out of style. So I really enjoyed that part of it.
So it was a full day, and it was a really good tour, and that was through Carnival Cruise Line.
So there you go. So that's some Amber Cove.
And the port was amazing as well. We took a look at the pool area in the port, the zip line that goes down, and that's a really
Yeah, that's one of those ports where you can get off and just hang at the port at the pool and drink and, you know, try to stay out of trouble right there in the port, do a little shopping, and get right back on the ship if you want, or you can go out and explore a little bit. So, you got your options there.
So those are a couple of our experiences on Amber Cove.
Let's see. Hold on. There's a couple more questions. Let's see. Nathan, 55 days till the fascination out of San Juan. That is far away, but it'll come up really quick.
That's a nice itinerary. We've done that a few times, and I love it. It's busy, though. You'll be tired when you come home.
Patty Ray, they're going on their first cruise in 2 weeks. Any suggestions for Cozumel? Yeah, there's like 100. Cozumel is one of the busiest ports around. There's so much to do there. Whether you just want to go to a beach hangout with food, drinks, and water toys. I don't know if you have any kids that you're going with. But Cozumel, there's so much going on.
ATV, Jeep, there's swim with the dolphins.
But we got to tell you that you may have seen some stuff if you're doing your research on that, Patty. That they did have an incident where some little ferry boats that were going from mainland to I don't know where they were heading to, but they've had a few issues. So look that stuff up
and do your due diligence. I heard that they are back up and running. So I think they've got that issue solved with the
they may have had like a disgruntled employee or something who was causing a little havoc and put a little explosive thing on one of the ferries, and then they found another one on a ferry that was out of service for a while. So I'd stay away from any ferries, but otherwise in Cozumel, tons to do, and you can watch some of our videos and see some of the stuff we've done there before. And if you want to shoot an email probably to Sharon, and she can, throw a half dozen ideas out there for you, depending on your family and kids and stuff like that.
All different things to do. So.
Miss Color Grace says, what can you do in Victoria at night? So that was our last day on the Alaska cruise, and we went out with a group of our friends. It's beautiful. There's a real nice area you can go to right down by the water and the marinas and things.
Take a taxi down there. It's $10 to take a taxi downtown each way.
And and we did that. We ended up going back to the ship a little early. The rest of our people, Marty, I don't know if you want to chime in on that, but
they didn't want to pay the taxi.
They
walked back.
They started walking. I don't know if they walked all the way back or what, but they got caught up at a bar, had a few drinks. Next thing you know, it was nightfall, and a couple of them were pretty concerned about getting back to the ship on time, but they made it, and everything was all good. So it's just someplace you can get off, walk around the city, do a little shopping, have I remember lots of chocolate and lots of coffee.
Yeah.
Places for that kind of stuff.
You can go to like the Butcher Gardens at night. They do have it, but it's only open certain times of year at night. So you'd have to check into that. But I've heard that they do light it up at times, and that can be kind of nice too. But it kind of depends on how long you're there. We were there from 7 till 11, I think. And we just didn't feel like we had enough time to really pay the price to really enjoy enough time there.
And it was like the last night. It's almost like they stopped there just to make it a closed loop cruise so that it stops somewhere outside of the U.S. So you're in and out in a jiffy. So get off, explore for a couple hours, and get back on.
Right.
And
if you're
then
there
you got to finish your packing.
That is an awesome thing to do, though. The Butcher Gardens. It's really. I went there several years ago, and it's just. Beautiful.
You don't remember the first cruise where we went to Amber Cove with that ATV deal? Angie was just asking about that. Which cruise was it when we went to Amber Cove, where we had the ATV mishap? Remember what ship we were on then?
I believe it was the Magic.
Maybe a Magic cruise? A couple of them ago?
Yeah, it was.
All right. Sorry, Angie, you're going to have to go through and watch every video there is to find that thing.
We didn't vlog that one. That was before we started vlogging. So it was probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah, there might be I think there's some video out there of it. I don't know. Shoot an email. We'll send you some info on it. Yeah. Casey Carver, you're going on your first cruise April 7th. That's awesome. We're on the Glory. It's a beauty. We have a real good time there. Yeah,
the Glory's nice. They have a new water park, too. They've opened up not too long ago, and they've done some refurbishing.
Let's see. Beth said there's going to be 7 ships in Cozumel April 3rd.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Sancho's. That's a good time.
Yeah. Well, if you get there, hopefully you're one of the earlier ships, and I suggest if you are, you get off quick and get to where you're going because everywhere will be packed.
They will. Well, they'll fill up. The nice thing about the beach clubs is they only take so many people for like your reservation. That's one thing for anybody who goes to Cozumel. If you want to go to a beach club, go online and you can reserve a spot real cheap.
Pay for the all-inclusive at Mr. Sancho's, then they do only take so many. But if you go to the other side, which is not all-inclusive, where you just pay, I think it's $5 to get in. That's the last time I heard. They don't have a limit on how many. So the beach can still get crowded.
Go all-inclusive.
If you really, really want a less crowded beach club, try Nachi Cacombe. I've heard that that's really nice. You pronounce that very well. And the food is very good.
We usually struggle with that.
I know.
Nachi Cacombe. Sounds very fancy. Let's see. Yeah, Mr. Sancho's, that's a good way to go, Patty. You can check that out. You're welcome for the info. Casey, I don't know. The Jeep ride to hell sounds like a good time, but Mr. San, just depends if you're more into daredevil type of crazy stuff or if you just want to sit around and drink. So, I think y'all know what my decision would be on that, but hey.
Ralph says Mr. Sancho's has a foot massage place. Yes, they do.
They do. Oh, yeah. And they'll do any feet, even the ugliest corn,
oh my gosh,
ingrown toenail. They'll rub that thing if you want. No problem.
Oh my
Just remember to tip your foot rubber. Jen Starr, there's a website. There's a webpage. I think it's called Cruise TT.
Yeah.
Search Cruise TT. I don't know if that's the whole thing. No, it's Cruise TT. I think it's like Cruise Timetables. What it stands for. And check that out. And then you can go in and look at the dates, and you can see how many ships will be in your port, what time they come in, what time they leave. If your ship gets in early, like 7 or 8 a.m., then you're looking pretty good. But if there's a lot of ships and you're like 11 or 12 o'clock arrival, could be tough, getting somewhere without a reservation, for one of those beach clubs. So keep that in mind. Let's see. The town is named hell. I thought it was just a ride, like you're gonna ride like hell.
Oh yeah, Grand Cayman, yeah.
Desi, free Costa Maya. There's a free beach. It wasn't the most beautiful of beaches, but it was still had a good time.
Years ago. It was probably like 10 years ago when we were in Costa Maya. So I've heard it's changed a lot, and they've really updated the port as well. So. But there is free beaches there. You do have to take a taxi there. I think I remember it being about 15 minutes away.
I can't remember the name of the area.
One thing about Costa Maya, though, I do remember is the ocean has a lot of seaweed. I think, that may have changed, but that's one thing we remember because at the time.
Because we were covered in seaweed? It was pretty seaweedy. But Costa Maya also has one of those party areas at the port with a big pool. Yeah. And, I mean, it's like a junior spring break type of situation. And it's crazy. So you can definitely have a good time over there at Costa Maya. Nurse Nancy, yep, she liked the Paradise Beach. It's beautiful there. I love
that. That's one of my favorite places, actually. We went there last time. That was our second time there. And I almost prefer that over Mr. Sancho's.
Shantae's asking about the best snorkeling and dolphin experience. We did the dolphins in Cozumel.
And it was probably... You can do dolphins in a lot of the different ports. Some ports, they're a lot more expensive than others. We found that Cozumel was one of the less expensive ports to do it in. So we chose to do it there. Matthew wanted to do it. So we did that. We did that Dolphinaris, and we had an awesome experience.
Yes.
Awesome.
That was like right up there. There's some places where they'll take you out into the ocean to just be near the dolphins. And when we did this Dolphinaris, I literally rode the dolphin. I mean, like grabbing a dorsal fin and riding the thing. It was ridiculous. The dolphin looked at me and was like, "Are you serious? You're a little on the chubby side," but we made it happen. Yeah. So that was unbelievable. Yeah. And how about a tip? The photo package.
Oh yeah, the photo package. Now, a lot of them charge. They don't allow cameras in some of them, especially the one I know Dolphinaris doesn't.
Dolphinaris did not.
And one of the reasons is you can't wear sunglasses. Because when you get in the water, I guess it must alert the dolphins or maybe scare the dolphins. Anyways, you can't wear sunglasses, you can't take a camera or anything. So unless someone's standing way back somewhere and can zoom in and happen to get a picture of you, you don't really have any way to get pictures unless you purchase them from them. Yes. So they kind of got you there.
Yeah, but they will gouge the heck out of you.
We found that we got online and we found a deal where they were offering you could pre-purchase some pictures online. And it wasn't when we booked it. I think it was a different time. We just were going back and looking. So you just kind of have to check from time to time. And we found a picture package, and I can't remember what it was, but it included, I think, through eight actual pictures, I think. and then all of our pictures on a CD. And it was, I can't remember, but it was really reasonable. It was like maybe.
Yeah, but I want to say it was like 40 or 50% less than if you just would have purchased them right there.
I don't think it was over really $70 cheap. Or $80 at the most, where if you go there, they're trying to charge you like $25, $30 for one picture.
They'll get you.
Crazy.
Yeah, so try to find get the package. When you book it ahead of time.
Google
get the package ahead of time, and you're good to go.
Google for Dolphin Heiress packages and things. And also we got a little deal by booking. We had a coupon that we found online too to book, so we saved like, I don't know, it's only like $5 or $10, but we still saved a little bit of money on the package as well.
We're all about saving money. We're super, super cheap.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with saying that either. So really good dolphin encounter in Shankanab Park in Cozumel. They also have the snorkeling there. There you go.
I've heard that Shankanab is good.
The teamwork. Yeah. You know, you guys are doing a great job. There's teamwork. Brad Beard, you're the man. Mahawal.
Oh, that's the name.
That's the place.
That is the one.
Yes, and I had some amazing ceviche and a bucket of beers or two or something.
Very inexpensive.
Yeah, very reasonable in Mahawal. So, but yeah, and Brad, you may recall, I don't know when you went or how long ago it was, but there's a lot of seaweed. The water, it's definitely like more like bay water than ocean water. And
it might have just been the time of year we went to. I don't know. I think I can't remember if it was either spring break or in the beginning of May. It was either like March or May when we went.
Mm-hmm. Remember that. So there you have it. Amanda saying, have we been to Eastern Caribbean? I don't know because I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
Sharon knows the difference. I have no idea. Eastern, Western, Southern, Northern.
And you're going in October on the horizon. That's going to be awesome. What ports are you going to?
Yeah. Come on, Amanda. What port are you going to? We don't have all day. All right, let's jump ahead. Oh, you did a manatee encounter? That's just frightening. People I run into in the water say that they had a manatee encounter. It's only me. Miss Color Gray, you talking about on the cruise ship, a special day that you dressed in a theme? If you're looking for that answer, you should try finding the Facebook group for your cruise. Search Facebook, search, the name of the ship and the date. And you'll probably find a Facebook group you can join up to and start interacting with others that are on the ship. Yeah. And they'll talk about any events planned, cabin crawls,
you can ask
meet and greets, all kind of cool stuff.
They'll usually know what dates. I know they have like a white night and some other kind of things. We don't really do those usually, so I don't pay close attention to.
We've done a few cabin crawls.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the other things like the dress up, the white night.
Oh. And thank you, Carol. I appreciate that you love a good ceviche.
Let's see, guys. Yes, we went on the Carnival Legend last summer.
Yes.
For Alaska.
Oh, look at that. Debbie's doing the Bliss.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Is that one you're trying to get in on?
Yeah, we're going, but we're doing it in the Caribbean. I really wanted to go
Debbie,
make sure
you get on the go-karts. They got go-karts on that.
But we already had another cruise booked then, so we pushed it out a little bit.
Amanda responded with St. Martin.
Oh, St. Martin. St. Martin's. It's beautiful, and I don't know what it's like now, but I did hear that it is coming around, and it's that place took a major hit during the hurricanes. But I know the port's open, and I'm sure everything around the port is up and running. But they have beautiful, beautiful beaches there. That was actually the first beach that Matthew ever swam in. He was like 13 months old, and it was the first ocean water.
Hold on. Richie has a great question. On the Sunshine, do they have ceviche? I don't know if they will, and I don't know totally what the Sunshine has. We haven't been on the Sunshine since
that's pretty
before
similar
when
to that,
it was
but
a
I
Destiny.
don't know. They may have it as far as maybe something with it, something along those lines with an appetizer or something.
Yes,
but they don't.
But I don't know if there's a regular menu you can get that. There's a few ships that have a little seafood section now, and they do have some tasty dishes like that. But I'm not sure if ceviche is regular, so I do not have an answer for you. Sorry, Rich. But more importantly,
Google like the Seafood Shack menu if they have one on the Sunshine. I can't remember if they have one either on the Sunshine, if they've updated. Maybe.
Good call.
But the menu, if they do have it, that's where you probably find it.
Miss Color Gray, excellent question. A cabin crawl. Do we have a minute to talk about a cabin crawl?
Oh, okay. What is it? What is the question?
Miss Color Gray says, what's a cabin crawl? So a cabin crawl is when a bunch of people offer up their cabin to be seen. You have a group of people, and they go cabin by cabin to see what different cabins on the ship look like. somebody maybe with a suite, someone with a balcony, an interior, an aft balcony, just different cabins. And you go room to room with a group of people and you check out everybody's cabin. But the kicker is you're usually having a few drinks, and the good cabin crawl hosts will provide some kind of a snack, a treat, a drink, a little booze, something like that when you get to the cabin to make it fun. One of them we went on, there was a card game we played along the way, and someone won like $50 or something. I forget what it was because I didn't win.
Some people, the whole idea is so that you get a chance to see other cabins, so that maybe when you cruise again, if you're interested in another cabin, you'll know what it's like. So it's just a way to see different cabins, and then I'll kind of have some fun along the way with having a little treat, drink, or some people just give gifts and different things when you go to each person's cabin.
Yes.
And along the way, the more drinks you have, you get a little silly, and it just, it just becomes fun. It's just really fun way to interact with
and
people.
Maybe if you're lucky, you'll come across somebody awesome who puts out a snack lineup of Gardettos and vodka-soaked gummy lifesavers. Not that we know anything about that. I just heard it happens. And if you find somebody cool, they might provide some of that for you. You're right, Kelly Drake. You're absolutely right. And Rich C, okay, you spelled it wrong, but I wasn't going to call you out on it, so it's not a big deal. We let it go. Dana, you're late to the party, but you made it, and the party never starts till Dana's here anyway.
The party's still going on.
Curacao.
Now, I will say that is the one port. I think that's probably like the only Caribbean port that we have not been to. When we went, we did the itinerary that had Bonaire included and not Curacao.
Yes.
So one day we will go there.
So we got nothing for you, Nurse Nancy. I'm sorry to say we're letting you down.
That it is a nice, from what I hear, it's a really nice place to kind of walk around and see things kind of in port and town.
Did you hear that, your people?
It's very colorful.
From your cruise insiders.
But as far as excursions go, I don't know. I think that it is possibly a good area for snorkeling. The water is amazing.
All right, cool. All right, so listen, we've caught up. Thank you so much for this blast of questions. We love it. I know it gets us all over the place here, and we're covering 40 different things.
Okay. Amanda's going to Grand Turk, Puerto Rico. And you'll be fine. All those other ports are great. Grand Turk's up and running. It's great. Puerto Rico is pretty much up and running. Like we said last week.
All the tourist spots are doing their usual business.
There's still a few people on generators there, but they're out away. So you should be good. But just take a tour there. Don't go wandering outside of the port by yourself. But you should be fine.
Dana's throwing out an idea. She's saying
this is nice.
Dana's throwing out group cruise to Curacao.
Oh,
okay. Well,
Dana, we have a group cruise planned on the horizon, October 13th of 2019, and anyone that is welcome to still join and come along.
That's right.
So just call me and we can book you in that. But it does not include Curacao. It's a 6-day to the Western Caribbean. But if this group cruise is a hit, which we've gotten quite a few people on it already, we may plan another one, and maybe we can make that happen.
And if you are on the group cruise with us, and if you find out what cabin that we're in, and if you knock on our door and I open the door and you have a beer in your hand for me, I will invite you in. I'm putting that out there right now. I'll invite you right into our cabin and hang out and drink that beer. So just put that out there for you.
I don't know if that's that exciting to people.
It sounds exciting to me.
That's because you're getting a beer.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so what do you got? You got some info. Let's talk. Let's get some topics here.
There's more questions.
No, I think we're good. I don't know if it's annoying for you guys as we glance over here.
I know,
and we're looking over here because everything's on the right side.
And I have to lean over to read them.
Yeah.
So here,
I have to sit closer because my eyes are worse.
So anyways, okay, here's one. Who is booked on the Panorama already? Anyone? Anyone booked? We are.
That's so show up.
I know. Well, that's been the hot topic, I think, on all the social media pages this week is
the Panorama.
Booking the Panorama.
Let's talk about a ship that's a year from even being out.
I feel the way so much interactions going on with it this week that it makes you feel like it's like in the next couple of months.
Ralph, I know. Ralph's booked.
We'll be there with you, Ralph. We're booked on the 11th. And I almost took the very last Havana cabana, but I went cheap and I decided I didn't want to pay $400 more for that for only a 3-day. So we went with the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
But
double books. Is that a back-to-back, Ralph? Is that what we're talking about here, buddy?
Yeah, he's on the back-to-back. We did not do that. We only did the 3-day.
How are we not doing that?
Because
Oh, because I can't get all that time off.
Matthew does not want to miss a whole week of school, and it's so close to the holidays that it's a busy time for us here. So we are going to do the 7-day on spring break in March. So that's when we're doing the 7-day.
Rich, you're right. We need a bigger monitor. This 23 inch is not cutting the mustard. Or dual monitor. Ooh, think about that. Thanks for the idea, Rich.
Let's see.
Nick Winarski, Nick chimes in, and the only thing I've seen him say so far is drink package. Yeah, sounds good, Nick. I like the way you think.
Let's see. Oh, okay, Ralph, he's on the interior. Yeah, I figure we'll be out investigating the ship and everything anyway, so we probably won't spend that much time in the cabin.
That's right.
Let's see. Oh, good, Beth. Come on. Let's get you on the panorama.
Yes. Yes. I think Beth, what Sharon's trying to say is you can call her and book that panorama if you want.
You can.
You're free to book with anybody, but
I may give you some goodies too.
Really? Okay. Let's see. Nurse Nancy, thanks for the support. We love cheap. You know what? I'll tell you what. You do those interior cabins. We're not big on the interior. The balcony is such a key factor for us. We just love the balcony.
We spend a lot of time on our balcony.
But our daughter Brittany, who's gone on a couple cruises with us, she's an interior person. She loves it. She likes the dark, sleeping. She doesn't care.
They say it's the best place to get a good night's sleep.
And and I guess, a lot of people say, well, I'm never in my cabin. And that's right. In the first couple of cruises, we probably spent every minute outside of the cabin. Now that we've gone a number of times, we do really enjoy those balcony
sometimes we like to go and just have the quiet time sitting on our balcony, listen to just the ocean and relax. That's our downtime.
Kelly Drake is thinking about hitting the panorama. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, Beth.
Hello, Christina C. Nice to see you out there. Thanks for the comments. Janet. Oh, Janet, you are right across from us. Which cruise is that? Janet Moyer.
She's on the group cruise. She's right across the hall from us.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, good. That's going to be a party.
Yes.
Amanda's a fan of the balcony.
Remember we talked about that before. It's her honeymoon cruise.
Oh, I'm sorry, Janet. We won't even see you. Just try to keep it down over there, okay? Crying out loud. Just put the thing.
When does the panorama go? The panorama, December 11th, Amanda. It's a 3-day. Just down to Ensenada and back is the inaugural cruise for the panorama.
Yes, and Pamela, hi. Thanks for staying up late with us.
Oh wow, yeah, it's later.
10 p.m. out there. And also, I want to apologize if we're keeping a lot of people from watching The Walking Dead. We're recording it right now, so please don't tell us what happens. Yeah. But we are Deadheads.
We're Walking Dead fans.
And so we're recording it now. We'll be watching it here shortly. So there you go. Hi, June.
Hi, June.
No problem. We won't scold you for being late. All right, so let's talk about some stuff here.
Okay, well, let's see. What is new?
Hot topic of the week is the panorama. So we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah. So
we pulled the trigger to get booked on the what is supposed to be the inaugural
Yes, because they say it's going to be just staff crew only coming over from Italy. Yes. It's going to take 20 days to get over here because of the ship being so large. The route it's going to be taking, and also with the time of year, I think the seas are rough, and it's just not. It's going to be a great cruise.
So it'll be weird. The inaugural cruise, it's only 3 days. I guess it's just the timing of it. They'll get here, take a quickie,
and then they'll do a 7-day right after that. And then
they'll do a 7-day. So we're going to jump on a quick 3-day out of LA because we can drive there, get on, get off, and we just really want to get a view of that ship. And then we can have some information and report back to you guys and let you know what's going on.
And then when we go in March, we'll actually probably enjoy it a lot more. And, we just kind of want to check it out. That'll be our first inaugural cruise on a ship.
Yes. Oh, hold on. There are some Walking Dead comments here. Angie's a season and a half behind. Angie, you got to just sit down with a bowl of snacks and just binge watch that thing, okay? Get your Netflix subscription going and watch the heck out of it. And let's see. A couple other fans of The Walking Dead.
David.
So that's cool.
Oh, do children attend from us? Yes, they do. It's totally up to you.
Hold on.
Your children.
Who's that for? For Shantae?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's totally up to you if you want them to or they want to. I mean, it's not. They don't have to, but they are allowed to if that's what you're asking.
Oh yeah.
Dress them up a little bit and bring them along.
And if you're on Carnival, I mean, that's a great thing about Carnival is there's so many kids on the ship. for the most part. Even during school season, there's still a handful of them that it's really a non-factor. If you're on another cruise ship, maybe some of the higher, like the Holland Americas, or
there's not as many kids
stuff like that. There's not a lot of
but...
ships, and that's when people give kids the nasty looks. But but otherwise, just that kid up in a little shirt and tie or dress, and bring them on, because the servers and the wait staff, they love to see the kids.
When Matthew was on his very first cruise, he was 13 months old, and when we took him to dinner, every night we barely saw him at dinner. As soon as we, of course, the wait staff had a little more time on their hands back then. I think they do now. But our assistant waiter, they would scoop him up out of the high chair, and they would wander around the dining room holding him, and they would take turns. They just loved him to death. And they were always bringing him special things. And
well, listen, you got to remember, all these people on the cruise ship, I mean, they have families. And most of them have families back home that they're trying to support and sending money to. And they have children, and they don't see their kids for 2, 3, 6 months at a time. There's babies, toddlers, teenagers and all that. But so when you bring your kid, and especially when you have a baby or a toddler, it reminds them of their own kid. They love seeing, youngsters.
Yeah,
so
they do.
So they'll take really good care of your kids. And that's one thing probably that we loved the most about cruising with Matthew when he was younger, is how great everyone was with him and how well taken care of he was by everybody who was involved. So, really get that kid involved in formal night and anything else. It'll be a good time. And take lots of pictures and video so you can remember it later.
Let's see, Amanda. Oh, when in March? We are going the second week of March, Amanda.
So there you go.
Let's see. Trying to read these.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Janet was saying you'll see us too much on the ship because she wants to see all the ship. That'll be your first cruise, too.
Pamela. Royal Caribbean Spring Break Week.
Mm-hmm. All right, what else we got? England 7-13. Thanks, buddy, but I'm not sure if anybody wants that to happen. I just put them there so I look cool. That's all.
What's that?
He said fire up one of those guitars.
Oh, okay. You know what? You got it. Next week.
Please, I will not be firing up any guitar.
Jamie will play.
It'll never happen. I'm just telling you right now. It'll never happen. Sharon's lying. She's a blatant liar. I don't know what she's doing.
Okay, let's take a vote. Who wants Jamie to play the guitar?
No, it's not going to happen. Let's change the subject. So the March, you talked about that. We haven't been on a transition cruise, Brad, but we would love to. But the tough thing is getting 2 weeks off, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and we really want to do a European cruise, and I think that's going to come first because we want to see all the ports and the.
You guys are ridiculous. It's not. No, listen, I'm not. No, look what you started.
I know. See, but we'll make it on one eventually.
Anyway, you guys can all just cancel. Listen, you can just cross off all those requests. There'll be no. Oh, little Jamie unplugged. Yeah, well, that's closer, June. But thank you very much for the encouragement. Doug will come jam. Okay, well, Doug, you come on over and we'll plug in and we'll take it from there. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate that.
Thought about going on a
Walker Stalker cruise.
Oh, on Norwegian. Oh,
what is that? Walking Dead cruise?
Yeah, we saw those one time, and Jamie asked me, "Why didn't you tell me about that?" And I didn't really even know they had them until after that. So yeah, I don't know. That might be a little too much for us. We like The Walking Dead and we watch it, but we're not the fans that get all dressed up. We're not into it that much.
I won't be putting on a Negan outfit or anything like that, and going for it.
Yeah.
So
guitar. We'll see. I'll see if I can talk him into it.
Yes. Although Janet, we and sometimes I'll see those group cruises where you have like a rock and roll cruise or something along those lines, and I beg Sharon to get me on one of those. You have to pay so much more to go, and then that includes going to that concert, I guess, on board as well. But they're so expensive, Yes, they are. They do. They cost a lot more. It's kind of weird, and how you have to book, and I don't know.
And I don't know
the booking you go through a third person,
just going to a concert.
And sometimes I think sometimes the band just shows up for one night. They play and then they're gone. I don't think you see them roaming around the cruise ship. But I don't think you're going to run into your favorite musical artist at the buffet breakfast You'd be like, excuse me, I just want to get some of that French toast real quick.
They're probably getting room service.
Oh, yes. And Chris mentions an Impractical Jokers cruise. I don't know what that one is. Give us some more information on that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. Self-book or use cruise line transfers and tips for Galveston Port and Houston. Do you self-book or use
the cruise line?
Oh, booking the cruise or transfers?
Shantae, are you just talking about getting back and forth from Houston? Because that is a pain in the butt going out of Galveston.
It is. We usually just take a taxi. Well, when we go to Galveston, my sister lives there, so we usually get a ride to the port and then we take a taxi back to the airport. I know it's really expensive though, but that's what we usually do. And then, to the airport. And as far as booking the cruise, I book them since I'm a travel agent. I book them myself. So I anything, even if it was a transfer, everything I would book myself. So basically.
Yeah, Debbie, I don't think Rick Springfield will be on the entire cruise, unfortunately. So
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you never know. Maybe he's in
or maybe he might have got a room, him and Jesse's girl, and maybe they're just going to be doing that thing. I don't know. Gail, your 40th anniversary. Happy anniversary.
All right, Gail.
Everybody say happy anniversary to Gail. 40th anniversary.
Wow,
that is
awesome.
awesome.
That is a long time.
Congratulations.
Yes,
yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm sure that the two of us will be way tired of each other by the time 40 years comes around. So Shantae, so did you answer that for her? I don't know if you're going right from the airport, just get a taxi, fork out the $115, suck it up and you'll go. But I will tell you this, if you go to a hotel, like a lot of times we'll cruise in the day before, we'll fly in the day before, stay at a hotel locally right by the port or right by the airport and, get a shuttle over there. So that's real, you can get that for free. And then talk to the people at the front desk or whoever's handling your baggage or whatever. And they may know of someone local that you can get hooked up with that might be a little bit on the cheaper side.
Might be cheaper to take an Uber because last we were there, I think from Houston Hobby, it was $80 or $90 to get there to the port. And from Houston International, it was $160 or something.
Yeah, if you can fly into Houston Hobby, it'll be cheaper. I don't know if the flight's cheaper, but the travel.
Yeah, we took an Uber back the last time, kind of, I don't know. It was an Uber in disguise or whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
that's a whole nother story.
The off-duty Uber guy?
But we got there for like
$90,
so we took it.
I felt like we just got a ride with some stranger in his car who put a sign with a U on it in his windshield. And he just walked us out of we're in line waiting for a taxi. We're like the third group in line. This guy just walks right up and he goes, "You guys need a ride to the airport?" We're like, yeah. Who are you? He goes, "Come on."
And I'm telling Jake, wait, we got to call the Uber. And he's like, "Come on.
I'm like, "Come on, we're going."
So we found out later what it was. He had dropped someone off there, and I think he was just trying to make it up or get some money on the side or whatever.
Yeah.
Since he was driving all the way back. So, hey, we took advantage. He took advantage of it, and we took advantage of it as well. So.
Yeah, and those Uber guys, they love just getting one long ride with a big fare instead of having to do 10 rides back and forth somewhere.
But it saved us a lot of money.
Yes. Let's see. What Pam was talking, she's going to keep her concerts and cruises separate for sure. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah. If you drive to Galveston, parking's good. She's done it a couple times. Whoa, you drove from Wisconsin, Nurse Nancy? That's awesome. Wow, our friend Marty just drove from Kansas down to Galveston and parked there. And she said the parking is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, she just got back yesterday.
Yes. And sometimes the cruise ship will have a transfer right from the airport.
Yeah.
$90 a person round trip's not bad, but if you got like 4 people with you, that's going to start costing a lot of money.
Yeah, if it's $90 a person, our price was a lot, but it was for the whole taxi.
Yeah, like $100 for the ride.
How many people are going? You have to figure out do the math.
Yes, Jen, I don't think there's not necessarily cruise.
Oh, there's
parking lots and things like that, but there's not like port parking. There are just parking lots surrounding the area that you can choose to go to and pay for.
It's considered port parking. It's right there. Yeah, there's cruise port parking in Galveston. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There is.
Nurse Nancy, just look around, find the cheapest one.
There are some outside places really close to the port as well in Galveston that you can park at for a little cheaper too. And then they usually have a shuttle that'll take you over to the port.
And if you can find one of those hotels in that area, you may be able to spend the night at a hotel and leave your car there for a week on the cheap.
Yeah, that's hard in
Give
Galveston.
that a shot.
That's hard. There's not a lot of options in Galveston.
Dana, that's an excellent question, and yes, you can.
Let's see this question. Oh.
You can put it in your carry-on or your check luggage if I'm not mistaken.
Of course, so we do that every time. I usually stick it in our checked luggage because we're flying most of the time, and I don't think you can't take it on the plane.
Yeah, they might frown on that on the airplane.
But usually I take, because I stick it in our toiletry bag, and then when we get to the hotel, I always bring our toiletry bag out and I repack that in our carry-on to go on the cruise ship, and then I put our clothes thing and that back in our big luggage, kind of swap them out. And so then I put it in there. So then we take it in our carry-on. It's fine.
And remember, if you're
bring a corkscrew, because otherwise then you don't have to pay the $50 corkage fee.
Yeah, they'll charge you. And if you bring that bottle, even if you bring a bottle that's already been opened into the restaurant dining room, they will still try to charge you for having that bottle.
But now Carnival will charge you for that. So the best thing is to pour your glass in your cabin and then carry it to dinner.
England 713. Thanks a lot. Have a good night. Thanks for starting that whole cluster regarding your cars. I hold you fully responsible for that.
I will say some of the other cruise lines, they actually charge you when you're on embarkation day as you're getting on the ship. If you have wine in your carry-on, they charge you right then and there the $15 corkage fee. So there's just like no way around it.
Yes.
So
they'll get you. Casey made a comment. He heard that on Carnival they'll bring a corkscrew and cups to your room if you need them.
Well,
I cannot confirm or deny that.
They'll bring you cups, and they will bring you a corkscrew, but they usually will take it back at some point. But yeah, they will. We actually had someone several years ago asked our room stewards for a corkscrew, and he brought us one. It was a cute Carnival one, and he left it there, so we actually brought it home with us. Yeah. So yeah, they will.
We love freebies. All right, what else have we got? Listen, we are at the 46-minute mark. This is insane. You guys are chatting up a storm tonight. And especially since it's a Sunday here.
Oh, don't worry, Janet, don't be nervous. It's a ways off, and as it gets closer, I will help you through it. Don't worry. I know it's your first cruise. You'll run like smooth.
You run like clockwork.
Through the whole process. I'll be there.
Sharon will, but she'll be looking at you from the Platinum Lounge. Hi, how you doing?
I will not.
Like she does with everybody.
I will not. I will come down and officially say hi to you.
You will.
And make sure you get on that ship safely.
Don't believe her. She left her own mother in general boarding.
I did not. She was with my sister. Okay,
mother and sister.
I did not leave
her. Do you list out what you swap from your check luggage and the airline before to sort out? So Nurse Nancy's asking about what do you switch out as far as on the luggage and stuff like that?
I put I have this separate little packing cube that I put all of our embarkation clothes in when we travel on the plane for the next day, so I don't have to really get and be fumbling through the big luggage at the hotel.
There's a lot of fumbling.
Yeah. So then I do that, and that goes in the carry-on. So then when I get to the hotel, I pull that packing cube out that takes out room, pull our embarkation clothes out, put our dirty clothes back in that packing cube, stick that in the big luggage, and then I pull out our toiletries and put in the carry-on. So basically, I'm just kind of swapping those two out at the hotel, but I don't have to fumble through everything. It's just a quick little switch.
There's always a lot of fumbling. At any time in a hotel room the night before a cruise, Sharon will be wrestling that luggage like it's an alligator.
Oh my
just climb on the back, riding it, wrestling with it.
Oh my goodness.
Nurse Nancy, thanks for the promo. I'm sorry, Angie said that yes, Sharon does have some packing videos that can be very helpful. So check those out.
Yeah, we usually do one before each of our cruises. Although this last one, like we mentioned last week, we did not do one. We just got really busy right towards the end. But we did a repacking video as we were getting ready to disembark the ship the night before getting off the ship. We recorded us packing our things back up to go home.
When can the people expect that video?
Well, that's probably the last video.
All right, within the next couple weeks, so get that going.
Say 3 weeks, maybe? I don't know. Tomorrow we'll be posting our embarkation day video and go from there. I'm going to try to post 2 every week, but it's Nancy,
excellent question, Nancy. Thank you very much. And yes, we did make the Red Frog run on this last cruise. And yes, we were first.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. We were first.
We were.
Even without the skills of Matthew.
Matthew,
we get him in there first, but there was no one else. We had no competition.
Actually, we would have been first even without him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll see in the video as we're struggling up the stairs, carrying the carry-on luggage and walking up the 2 flights of stairs to get there. I'm like dying.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I got a breath.
Gail, yes, her sister and mother, my mother-in-law, they were on this last cruise with us.
Yes.
Sharon's sister, it was her first cruise, and
it was my mom's
third.
It was my mom's second Carnival cruise. Although they gave her a blue card, I don't know why. Anyways, and she's been on Holland America a couple times. I think Norwegian or Princess or something too.
Very ritzy. Yeah. She's very fancy.
So she's been on a couple others.
Yes. I have not. I don't know. Have we heard of Hemingway's Beach in Grand Cayman?
That sounds familiar, but I don't know anything about it.
I think we've gone down to, what's the name of that beach?
7 Mile Beach.
7 Mile Beach in Grand Cayman.
And there's lots of areas on there.
Sections.
To what's the one place we usually go to?
Grape. Something with a grape in the name. Sea grape.
Sea grape area. Yeah, there's a sign. I can't remember the little bar area that we go in.
Yes, you stumped us there.
Yeah, but 7 Mile Beach is usually where we go.
Sharon at sea.
And Grand Cayman. We haven't been there in quite a while. But that's where we usually just go is the beach there.
Over-the-counter meds that you have to take with you. I will tell you that Tums.
Tums.
Tylenol or ibuprofen.
Tums brings some kind of, if you have allergies, like allergy medicine, or maybe even a little bit of cold medicine in case you get. It's very common sometimes to get a little bit of a cold on the cruise.
If you're worried about seasickness, get a little Dramamine, get a patch or something, get something for your belly. A lot of folks, listen, and even on our last cruise, a lot of people were talking about this. So many people, you go on the ship, you're eating so many different foods with a lot of different ingredients, and you can get a bellyache. You know, you eat too much of it, eat something that doesn't agree with you. In one meal, you're eating 10 different foods. Not that I would ever do that, but and people get sick and they get a stomach ache and they immediately start saying, "Oh, I had food poisoning." I don't know if it's that, but bring a little something to settle your stomach.
Yeah.
That'll come in handy.
Like you said, the Tums.
Sure. Bring a little cold medicine with you in case you catch a cold. There's lots of germs. I mean, the reality, you're flying. You're probably flying there on an airplane. You're in a hotel room. Oh, and bring your
bleach wipes. And when you get in the cabin, just kind of wipe the counters down, wipe down your remotes, your phone, all those things that people touch that, they,
light switches.
They wipe it down, but you never know. But we always bleach wipe everything down when we get in the room.
The handle in the bathroom, inside bathroom door handle is crucial.
Yeah.
The little button you press to flush the toilet, that's dirty. Let's see.
But that should be it. And we always bring like a little tiny first aid kit, just a small one with like some antibiotic ointment, Band-Aids, and little alcohol wipes and things like that, just in case something happens.
Hold on, I have to respond to Brad. Yeah, you are the only one that loves the mustard drill, Brad, because that's the worst part of the cruise. And you better be kidding, otherwise you are a glutton for punishment. Oh, Rich C, he loves it too. You guys should do a mustard drill together. The mustard drill is a little entertaining if you're with friends and you've all had a bunch of drinks already and you're trying to sneak a drink.
They're not as bad when they're inside now. A lot of the bigger, newer ships are inside, so that's not too bad. But when it's really hot and humid in summer and you have to stand outside, that's no fun.
Yes, Jen, you're right. Dr. E, he was our cruise director just this last cruise. And he is the most entertaining cruise director during the mustard drill that you can have. Yeah. So he makes things a little bit easier. That's for sure. Yes, Chris, he is leaving the Magic and he's going to the Pride out of Baltimore.
Right.
Within a few weeks.
Yeah, he's already left the Magic.
Oh, is he gone?
Well, I think last week, was his last week. And then he's taking a vacation for, I think, maybe a couple months. And then he's going to head to the Pride. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy's a lot of fun. And he's definitely going to be a great source of entertainment. I mean, I don't know how Baltimore is as a port.
He's been on the Magic since it's, from what I remember,
and the Pride just came out of dry dock, so they've done some big things over there. So they're probably trying to put a big personality with a new look of the ship and
it'll be a good
really blow it up over there. So
good change.
Anne-Marie, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for the packing video. Thumbs up. Sharon likes to pack. Me, not so much.
I don't really like to pack, but I just,
Yeah. See, Nurse Nancy
if I want to go on a cruise, I got to pack.
Nurse Nancy's a nurse, and she still got the flu on the last cruise, so that'll tell you something.
See, I'm a nurse too, Nurse Nancy, and
yes.
I bleach wipe everything. And on our cruise last year on the Vista, I got sick at the end. I got really sick. I don't normally get sick, but I did. And this last cruise we were just on, my mother got sick. So actually, a couple of the port days, she wasn't even able to get off the ship. She did the first day, I think, on the last port day, but she was sick in her room for a good couple days with a really bad cold, and so she got sick. So you will probably see a little more of Jamie than me talking on the vlogs, because since my mother and sister were there, I did spend a lot of time too with them, and so Jamie kind of picked up a lot of the slack too. And anyways, he did a lot of the videoing. So I mean, there's a lot of both of us in the ports, but around the ship, there's a lot of Jamie.
Desanico, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. You had a quote. I'm sorry, we missed over your question.
What was
so
it?
Sorry about that. Something about the Holiday Inn. Throw that question out again,
and we'll try to
again, and we'll try to do it up here and answer it properly. Okay. Janet, don't worry about the port. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine, Janet. Piece of cake.
Yes. No. Yeah, it has been a bad flu season despite the bleach wipes, but you got to do that. You got to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Angie. The packing cubes are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Connor Gray, what's up, Connor? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. A website to get airline tickets. Seattle is expensive. I don't know.
What website? Where are you flying from? It depends on what state you're flying from to what airline you would use. When we went to Seattle, we actually used Alaska Air. It was really cheap from here.
It was great.
We paid I think we ended up paying like $79 per person each way, which on the other airlines it was well over 200 and something each way per person at the time.
I'm not sure. I mean, usually,
but it depends on what state you're in, because like if you're coming from the East Coast, then Alaska's not going to be your cheapest.
She's coming from Florida.
Oh, okay, then it's
your best bet may just to be keep an eye out directly on the websites. And we heard, I don't know if there's truth to it, but check the flights on Tuesdays.
Wow.
Tuesday, Wednesday, midweek sometimes is when you can get the best deals, because that's when they're slowest as far as online and things like that. Most people are shopping for tickets on the weekends. Most people are shopping on paydays, Friday, Saturday, Thursday and stuff. So try Tuesday, Wednesday, and I had somebody swear to me that's the best time to book a flight. Right. So keep an eye out for that.
Do some other things too. Sometimes you can fly to halfway and then grab another airline to go the rest of the way where it's cheaper. I mean, it's kind of just how much work you want to put into it for your savings.
One thing that we've done lately is
we book different airlines going and coming. We'll book one
one-way flights,
and then we book another way coming back, because it's just cheaper. We go with whatever we can get this the cheapest. And we'll book an upcoming cruise. We may have our flight booked there, but it may be 2 months or more before we booked our flight coming back. We're just waiting for a deal to happen. So
because we're really concerned about getting there in the time frame we need to.
But if we had to stay an extra day or something,
we could
if we had to.
Whatever.
So
we'll find a way back.
But we'll find a way back.
We'll hitchhike to come back. Christian will tell you what our entertainment will be on your cruise. Christian will be available to see. Anne-Marie, you might be able to do some checking online, cruisecritic.com or something like that, and looking up information on the ships, and you can see what the current lineup is. Most ships have similar entertainment as far as the shows and the rundown of that kind of stuff. You'll have different artists on each ship, different bands. There's a lot of violin groups now on the ships. Usually there's a solo guitarist that'll play in one of the areas, and other groups and things like that. One of the best ones that we ever saw, right? On which ship was that? We saw her. You know who?
Oh, Selkie? Oh, Selkie. Yeah, now she's on Disney. But Disney Cruise Line.
Yeah, but, we saw an entertainer on, was it the Breeze?
Who, Selkie?
Yeah. What ship was that? Ding, ding, ding.
I think it was. I was on the breeze. It was not this last.
All right, we saw a young lady by the name of Selkie, Selki. You can Google her, look her up.
Yeah, we follow
She
her on
was. We were just, we've heard tons of different music on the ships all the time, and she played a lot in the atrium. It's the big atrium where you can sit on multiple decks and hear. And I think one night we just kind of walked through and she was playing. We were like, whoa.
Yeah,
we were blown away by the talent and the uniqueness of this particular person. So we highly recommend Selkie. I don't know if she's on a cruise ship now. I think she's off of Disney and doing some stuff locally.
Just went back to Disney.
But that broke our hearts. But anyway, so we have found some great entertainment. Just do a little research. You might see who's on your cruise and then what you can check out.
The violin, the one that's really good. I'm trying to remember.
Allure.
I think they're on the Conquest now. Allure Strings. Those three girls are amazing.
ALLURE.
You can actually look them up online and see. They play like the violins, and they play like anything and everything. They play like rock and roll, and they were playing violin
to like Guns N' Roses and Metallica songs, which is super cool. Yeah, they blew me away. Let's see. Love the Comedy Club and Carnival. Do you know Princess has one? Chris, I can only imagine Princess will have some sort of comedy or entertainment or something like that.
I know they have, all the regular shows and everything, and I'm pretty sure they do have some comedy too. I don't know that they have as many shows as Carnival, because I know they don't have the late night shows like Carnival. They shut down a little earlier on Princess, from what I hear, at night.
Okay. Let's see. Desinico. Okay. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but the Holiday Inn, Port of Miami. Okay. We stayed there once.
Oh yeah.
And we had a great experience there.
It was that. Now, when we stayed there, it was several years ago. It was probably almost 10 years ago.
It was.
Oh
my God, the funniest thing happened there too.
Yeah, but it was. We enjoyed it. It was great. Matthew was younger then, but it was a good location. It was right across the street.
I don't know the name of the area, but across the street is a place for shopping. Yeah, there's like a drugstore there to get stuff before the cruise. There's lots of restaurants there.
If you get a room that faces out towards the port, you'll see the cruise ship in the morning, there waiting for you. And it was just great. I mean, it's not the fanciest hotel or anything, but it's a great location. It was clean.
I think that one and the Intercontinental might be there. Are the two closest ones. And check out, when you're reading the reviews of people bashing it, make sure that it's not a time when there's construction going on too, because sometimes construction can be happening. And most of the reviews when people go there for a night before a cruise, I think are going to be good. It's when you get people that are staying there for a week, that's when you get those hit or miss reviews and a little more negativity. But we had a good experience at Holiday Inn, great location. You can see the port from the front steps, and you're really close to a lot of fun stuff. So I would definitely go back there in a heartbeat if we had the chance. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. And thanks for joining us. I'm not sure if I've seen your name before, so thanks for chiming in. We appreciate it.
To Detroit from Galveston on Tuesday night, leaving Sunday for 7.
There you go.
Okay.
Tuesday night. That's Shantae. She's making me sound smart. The Tuesday deal.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Angie. No, nobody wants to volunteer. Angie said she can volunteer my guitar skills. Really, there's not a lot of skills. Okay, I just have a few guitars. I played more when I was younger, and now I just can't give up my youth. And it's just one of those old age things. Some of you guys understand. Nurse Nancy has a great question. How many years have we been cruising?
We went on our very first cruise. Jamie cruised once years and years ago when he was like a kid with his parents.
I was just like a kid.
And then never again after that. But my first cruise was with him, and it was in 2002, and it was our honeymoon cruise.
Yes. So, did you want to thank me now in front of everyone for turning you on to cruising? Because it was my idea for the cruise.
We went on the Carnival Elation, and that's we were hooked after that. And then we started taking a cruise, once a year after that, and bringing all the kids. I had some older kids when we got married, and we would bring them along. And then as they got older, they kind of went off on their own. And
yes. And Matthew has reaped all the rewards cruising since he was this big. Yeah. And And now the kids at Platinum Cruise are Andy's 13. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, so we then we just started cruising more and more because we love it so much. And now we cruise 3 times a year, and hey, we're hoping to even cruise even more.
I hope so. If that Powerball ever hits, forget about it. We're gonna buy one of those things. David, what's up? Hello, thanks for joining us. I know it's on the late side.
Hi,
Pamela, thanks for joining us. Nico, you're welcome. Thanks a lot. Sorry we missed the question, and we appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay, a few people. I see a few people starting to drop off. So let's finish up some of our topical stuff and wrap this thing up and let people get back to their lives.
We had a couple things, but we've answered a lot of questions. One thing I was going to ask people is if you would like us to have another time where we come on where I'm not answering questions on here, but I know people put in the comments section under the videos. A lot of times they'll ask me questions, and I usually just answer them right there under the comments. But a lot of times they're questions that probably would help a lot of other people, but I don't know if people read other people's comments on those. I don't really know. So if you would like me to do another weekly vlog that's just maybe not live, where I just go over all the questions for the week and kind of give my answers to them that might help everyone, put that in the comments below this video, and we'll try to do that. I will still continue to answer them on there as well. I won't not answer them.
Angie digs it.
So let me know, because we'll add that to our agenda. Throw that in there each week or every couple weeks.
Sharon will be more busy, and I'll have less dinners ready when I get home from work.
This is more fun than dinner.
Beth, we hope you have a great cruise next weekend. And if we gave you any good tips, it took us a couple cruises really to get our, to figure it all out and get our groove on. And but now we just enjoy it so much, we like to share it. So if it helps you out, that's awesome. That's all we can ask for.
Yeah. So there you go.
And Nurse Nancy likes the live. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, there's Lisa.
We enjoy the live too.
And this time I didn't say your name wrong first before I said it right, Lisa. So thanks for coming
Lisa.
in. That's the first time Lisa's even chimed in, just really quick yes at the end. All right, guys. So listen, we should wrap this up. It's been an hour and 6 minutes. We got to watch The Walking Dead.
Pizza. You're right. We can. That would make Matthew happy. We could get pizza delivered
for sure. For shizzle.
All right.
All right, guys. So let's wrap this up. A couple things. Keep in mind, if you need to book a cruise, how do we do that?
Well, you can contact me if you want, unless you have someone else you already use. Contact me. I would love to help you book a cruise. And anyone else that wants to join us on that group Cruise on the Horizon.
But do you have any knowledge you can share with people about cruising?
Well, I might have a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see. We've been on, this will be our 24th cruise, I think. 24th cruise.
24, 23, 24?
Coming up. So.
Yes. All right. So they can rely on you for
a little knowledge.
Solid information.
Yeah.
All right. So the best way to contact you is how?
I will get it.
How do we contact you?
You can contact me. You can leave comments under these videos. You can contact me on my Facebook page, Sharon at Facebook.com/Sharon at Sea Travel. You can message me through there. You can, and my phone number is on there as well as my email. So you can email me.
There you go.
Any of those ways, you can get a hold of me.
Yes.
And I always respond. If you ask, I respond pretty quick to most everything.
Yes.
It comes through my phone, and even if I can't get to it right away, I'll quickly respond back and just let you know that I got your message.
The hardest time to respond back is probably Thursday, Friday, and Saturday mornings.
Mostly, Thursday and Friday.
Just scheduling of life.
Right. Thursdays and Fridays are my really, really busy days because I do work Wednesday night and Thursday night and Friday night, actually, as a nurse. So I do sleep Thursday and Friday during the day job. A little bit.
Or your night job.
It's my day job as a nurse. So, but I can get back to you on those days. I don't sleep all day, but it's just might take me a little longer. But I totally will dedicate myself to you. Make sure your cruise runs smooth. And
there you go. All right.
I'm giving my cell number so you can text me any questions anytime once you're my client. So.
And remember that also, if you want to find out about cruising, if you have a kid, you can join Cruising Carnival with Kids. It's a Facebook group that Sharon runs.
Yeah.
There's a few out there with similar names. Hers is the one with like 6,000 members.
72 now, 7,200. Yeah,
Sorry, 7,200 members.
There's a lot of people.
So Cruising Carnival with Kids is a great way if you want to talk to, if you have questions about cruising with kids.
That's just where it's a lot of Q&A on there. You can ask questions about cruising with kids, and people will answer you back. And it's just, a lot of interaction on there.
Yes.
Related to cruising with kids.
Janet said she's got a brother that lives in Fort Lauderdale, and she'll be staying there. Well, excellent. All right, just let us know what the address is, and we'll just bring a inflatable mattress, and we'll just camp out in the side room. Thanks. Thanks for the invite.
Fort Lauderdale is good because that's just about
40-minute drive.
Yeah, 40-minute drive to the port, so that's great.
Oh yeah, we've done that a number of times.
Yeah, we've flown into Fort Lauderdale many times when we've cruised out of Miami, just because the airfare was cheaper than flying to Miami. So.
Oh, they got a great embassy suites there.
They do.
Italian restaurant.
That's my favorite embassy suites is in Fort Lauderdale, way more than Miami. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, guys, so we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday.
Yes, thank you very much.
And that's all I got.
Next week, we will be back on Monday and probably about the same time, 6:30, but I will post it on my Facebook page. But look for us for about around 6:30 next Monday.
And if we don't see you, happy Easter.
And, happy
everyone.
Easter next
Coming
Sunday.
up next weekend.
And another thing, tomorrow, Matthew will be posting his giveaway. So anyone that wants to be in his giveaway for this next month, I'm sure he'll give you in his details, but you'll post in the comments below his video. And